yeah, rien de rien. Hello, babes. Hello, hi, nice to meet you. So, yes, it's like we started, we really started, and I feel super happy about that. Hello, guys. Hello to all my live chats, to all you who are watching me. I'm super glad that you came here to my first streaming, and I hope that like it can be something interesting, something awesome, but that will be first time, so I hope that you will excuse me any mistakes and trouble. Hello, Darways, I hope you're going fine. So how are you? How your stuff doing? I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to buy calendar of mail for you, but like I hope that it will be able to send it with normal shipping costs. Like I feel so sad about that. So today planning is about like week style because I plan to do that in any case, and like I don't think that it will be a lot of people, but yes, I will do some stuff. Also, I can ask you some quiz because what I like to do. I have a big bunch, pretty big bunch. Yes, yes, almost big. This is my yeah. So here is a big box. In this box there are a lot of souvenirs that I take for all the all the world, all the conventions that like I see, and I always like to do some quizzes or some easy like games for people to wow that looks so beautiful this flying part. So I like to do this stuff with people that to give them some souvenirs. For example, one of my video about Triss Merigold, about debut workshop, I was asking like which part of Triss wasn't finished because I told that my costume wasn't finished at all. And Natsumi cosplay, yeah. Natsumi cosplay, she managed all the details and she's got her present for me, and I hope that there will be some more. Yeah, hello guys. So yeah, there will be no Russian because for me streaming now is kind of a bit of practicing English skills. As I don't speak it too much, I post more like typing than I speak, and I want to do something with my accent and with my grammar and well, like how I speak originally in English. So for my own practice, yes, I try to manage it as it is. So, if there be any technical troubles, if everything something will go wrong, I hope that you will excuse me. So please feel free to tell me about any troubles about the streaming, and like I hope that you will join it anytime. So you feel free to ask about anything because as I know there are a lot of stars that I would like to speak with you. For example, like I want to manage like new video about my future plans. I want to manage video about Patreon because for nowadays I think like I need to keep it up and move over GoFundMe or Coffee because for nowadays I think that we have a troubles that people think that cosplayers Patreon well thank you Mr. Antiman, but for nowadays I feel a bit kind of depressed because yesterday just like it was a little bit managed and my confidence it just moved down. So there are a lot of stuff. Feel free to ask, and from my side, I will try. Hopefully, I won't do that at night with all troubles because tomorrow I managed to do a test shooting with new photographer. I never work like I worked with him a long time ago. It's Stanislav Estratov. His works are really nice. I really like them, but I never work with other photographer. I'm kind of a bit introvert, and like I always feel afraid that people will say, "No, no, no, you look so horrible." Hopefully, that everything will be fine. So, give me one moment. I'll manage to go take my tea here, and I'll go back to you. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Just give me a moment. No, I'm back. So, as I told, my plan for today is about wig styling of Triss Merigold. As you can see, the color looks a bit different from the image that I used to. And I hope I won't have any troubles because with this logotype about gamereviews.net, I hope that they won't kill me anytime. But I usually earlier with my original Triss Merigold cosplay, as I know, I had like strongly reddish, so reddish wig, and I can tell that in real life it doesn't look as okay. So this time I picked up this one wig, but that's gratefully thanks to Eva Hair Official because as it was a promotional wig and I love it so much and I plan to use it for Triss Merigold. Many people will tell like that's not canonical. She has already reddish hair, but about like which her cosplay for me makes so painful. So I'll grab my vitamins. So yeah, it's not so canonical as I'd like to see it, but like as some people like to see it. And the color on web, it surely like it looks absolutely different, but I really like it. I make it by this way because I plan to go on stage, and also I think that like reddish wig look more cheaply than auburn, than gingers and auburn. So I'll manage it by this way, and I think that that will be nice. Okay, so what I plan to do, I'm not sure that I'll be able to do it properly on stream because usually why I don't like to do streaming, for example, when I play, when I do something, because I'm a bit introvert person. I spend my energy when I talk to people. I like that a lot, but otherwise, and I start to talk to people, and otherwise I don't play game, I don't manage something, I don't create, and for that I will need like more experience. So for me, I'll open now, otherwise your like your picture somewhere here. Mm-hmm. Because I want to see your full references. Yep. So usually for references, I use not only a reference picture, but also some really nice cosplay. Why I do that? Because basically many cosplayers, they transport this character into real life. And that's why it's always interesting to see, to have a look how they did it, which way they did it. But what I plan to do, firstly, I will bring up which parts I won't put into her back part. And this is very important because if I won't do that properly, like that will look a bit, scary. Because originally she has the same as me. I do. How I need to Google translate it. And this part of her, yeah, from here, about her front, like I need to cut it up too. And also she has her, ah, like my dictionary skills are very low now, and I hope that they will improve later. Mm, I think I forgot my phone downstairs. So, okay, Google Translate, and here we go. I think it looks funny because I have no place here. What? Crap, that's not this world. Right. No way. Well, it tells me that it's kinda kiss, but I never, it kinda, it sounds like weird. Yep, there will be recorded part of stream, I hopefully. If not, like I'll try to manage new stream every time. And I feel really funny because almost all of you here are Russians, but I want to be like, I need to speak English. I need to speak English. That is very important. So thank you that you try to listen to me, even if my English is like imperfect. Oh yeah, so will be stream recording. Mm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that won't be like a lot. So what I want to see, I'm really not sure about the front side. So the most funniest part is that for nowadays I have no fixation for the week. And I will need to do that pretty accurate. So hopefully that won't be enough. And yep. If there will be any troubles, I'll try to manage it properly. So originally I have no fixation parts for my wig, but I think that's not a big trouble. So as every cosplayer, I think every cosplayer has some part like this. Like I manage it everywhere with me. So here you can find everything like glue, like scissors, like latex, liquid latex. No, this is not a latex, and this is, yes, this is a latex. Yeah, so yeah, I manage it everywhere with me. Even some pills, because I take a lot of pills all the time. Can you see me? Yeah. So, oh, gloves. More gloves. More gloves. Okay, we had all the time the pills with me. Acrylic, 88. One more. Yeah, I use a lot of a lot of different parts of glue, because for each task you will need some different types of. So I fix it like this now because I have no fixation parts now with me. We're living now in home of our parents. Next week we will move back to our apartment. So this can be a bit difficult. Good morning, Joshua. Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's morning, but now in Ukraine it's 1 a.m. So it's time to manage everything for me. It's time to eat something. Yeah, I made a mistake. I need this part to be here, and this part has to go here. I'm sorry. My mistake. Yeah, so now in Ukraine it's 1 a.m. No, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Yep. So soon I will need to move to gym because I need to lose my, like, I need to work with my body more. And I really love how it transforms now, because people who know me well know that I always have some troubles. I'm always sitting on some diets. I'm always eating something like healthy, and I always have some trouble because when I travel somewhere else, I'm kind of, oh my god, so many tasty food. I need to try everything because I love to eat so much. And otherwise, there are some troubles with it. Yep. So yeah, and so all the time, like when I'm coming down from trip, because my metabolism, it was dropped down because a year ago, uh, I started to live with like healthy way. with absolutely unhealthy way, just be honest. And you know, that was so troublish because how I can tell, because you know, I just wanted to be in good form, in good shape. So I started to eat a lot of proteins and I started to cut my calories. So first I cut it about, so originally I ate a lot. Like I love to eat. I love carbonara. I love food. I love to cook. I cook a lot. So possibly, if you would like, I can have some cooking stream because I cook all the time. I know well how to do that, and I'm sad that I do that rarely. And my husband, he's like, "Why do you cook so rarely, babe?" And otherwise, like then I realized that I need to drop a bit my calories, so I cut a bit 1,500, 1500. Then I cut it to 1,000. Then I cut it to 500, and then like I dropped it, like I stopped about I think 400 per day, 400 calories per day, and that was absolutely insane because I was training all like every day. Mostly all of this part were cardio, so I started to lose my muscle system, and with them I've got some troubles with my back and even more, and absolutely like so everything started to drop off. My back started to drop off, my metabolism was dropped down because I ate much less than people should eat. You never should go less than 1,000 calories because that can possibly like be not really healthy for you. And with that, like I kinda realize that I'm in big trouble. Okay, so I'll manage to do some right here. So I'll fix it now with I always do that in stupid way. I hope you will excuse me. Um so yes. So yeah, I've got very big troubles. As you remember, the time I like wasn't presented a lot in social network. I never posted any kind of selfie or video because I was so fucking afraid that like people will see me and tell, "Wow, you look so horrible in real life, Maria. Look into your photo, Queen of Pain." Because in Queen of Pain, I was kind of in perfect shape. Mm. Boris is insane. I can tell you, like, it's insane. And it doesn't work anyway. You know what? Like, I eat now, I think about 2,000 per day. I eat every 2 hours, but I pay a lot of attention about the quality of food. Because I always see how a lot of carbs, how much carbs I eat, how much, like, proteins I eat, how much fats I eat, what I eat. And I eat a lot, kind of much more, because my metabolism started to rise. Firstly, like, I started to build good muscle system, but sometimes yeah it gives some troubles because for example like mm, oh, sometimes I go like a bit madness about that, but when you eat less your metabolism will be dead because for nowadays I feel like I'm not for like much better than earlier. mm, Hello Alice. mm, I'm very glad to see you. Like I'm always reading your post over Instagram, and I really like that you speak a bit more about the people, like about your personal life. So like, thumbs up. I really love it. Like post more. Yep, that's true that people will try to manage something bad, but I think the problem is here, and for me the main trouble is that I want to like go into filming, video, all the stuff, and on video I doesn't look so well because camera add a lot, and in real life I don't look as like when I see myself on camera I feel like thank you so much because like I really like that like how it looks and like and I really love your posting because I like that moment that like cosplayers now they start to speak a bit more about their personality, about their opinion, because your opinion is very interesting. You always argue it by some way, and I really like it because it becoming more human. Like you can feel there is a human, there is interesting person who builds something interesting. Because originally many people earlier they think that cosplay models are just like We do nothing. We don't manage in our shoots. We don't build costumes. We don't do anything. We're just like beautiful. But that's not true at all. This is very interesting part, but this can be kind of difficult. Yeah, and yeah, but it's about pressure because you like yesterday there was a little discussion over my Twitter, like not mine, but yeah, I feel now a bit like stupid that I was messing it. That was from one side, it was really interesting because yeah, I'm so glad that I inspired you. So I hope that I will inspire you for actually good things. For example, love yourself, eat a lot. Love the stuff that you're eating and cooking, and never try to be like kinda perfect. So what I need to do now, if this won't help, I will use. What I want to do now is I want to put this part on, and this is run is really really thin. If this won't help, I will try to manage it by other way, but I hope that it will work anyway. If not, I will make another breed. Breed! I remember how's it called. Breed! So I'm doing her breeds now. Oh yeah? Yeah, babe? Yeah, babe? Yeah. Yes! So I finished them now on this way. Yay! So yeah, what I did actually, I use invisible hold. How is this called in English? Invisible hold, like this one. Sios. It's really old one, but I use it for like putting on the gloves. Some people they just glue it, but I'm not a big fan about gluing wigs. Yeah, so yeah, and that was kind of interesting discussion because Martin told that like Asian and Russian cosplayers they look so cool because of using a lot of post production on photography, and I wasn't agree with that, and they told like, but dude, we don't use a lot. For example, for me, like using a lot, that's like using tones of liquify, using like anything to change your face, for example, like I use a lot of post-production about the nature. For example, I love to add skies. I use a lot of dodge and burn, but like I'm not great fan of liquify, for example, and I really love to say like to save the quality of the skin. um but and I posted my raw and my original work, and then I posted like my edited work. So there was, I think, like color work. I think we like this one was made by Alexander Busman. Like this very important part. This is my teacher, and I think he's genius about photography. Like we managed a bit of like dodge and burn. Really like maybe more, but with using cars, we managed to do dodge and burn, and we managed to do, I think, like I'm just thinking what else we did. And we were doing some possibly, what else we did? Yeah, we added some sharp, and we removed some objects like, some trees or some houses that are not in style of character. And but Martin told that yes, it's highly like this is heavily edited for American ones. And for me it was like, wow, I feel a bit sad because other people they started to tell like, wow, she's so photoshopped, she's not real at all, and she doesn't look like Eloy on original picture. And it was like, I know that, like, I'm sorry, I know when I do my work well, and I wasn't sad about that. Yep, and I think that in like Russian community is very strong about cosplay because of critics. Like it's heavy pressure, and we pretend to never post anything that can be imperfect. Even like newbies, even hobbies, they post something just only perfect, because otherwise people know that they can get a lot of troubles, a lot of pressure, cyberbullying, so no way. And for one side, I'm happy that I was involved into this discussion, that I've got into it by myself, because I've got a chance to speak with Martin Wong. I really love his works, and I really I was pretty glad to see the differences of American cosplay photography and Russian cosplay photography. Otherwise, I feel a bit sad because now, because of I think because of me, people think, well, yeah, Russian cosplayers, they are so well because they're photoshopped. Even that's not true, cosplayer, like Russian cosplayers are really talented because there was a long period, a long history about our creations, and like like that's why. But I'm not sure that it should work like that, because cosplay mostly all time it's more about hobby, it's not a profession. Like you can go and be designer, for example, like I'm a head costume designer for the cosplay studio, so I build it as my work, and now I want to move more as publicity with my songs, with music video clips. But I see that mostly all popular people, even if they like do some kind of cosplay, like for example, Disney covers or something like that, they manage that that's not like that's not a cosplay set like princess in real life. Yep, I'm not sure that like the main problems that like American people, they don't see like imperfect Russian like or Asian cosplay because people are afraid to post it. But if you don't post it, like when you're just hobbyist, you won't get a proper feedback. For example, for nowadays, like with my last video of Eloy, we managed it together with my uncle, and I feel that it's still imperfect. I almost forgot about my baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. So we kinda that was it. Like he want to move forward with actual trends. Usually, like I film my movies by myself, and I make a montage by myself. But I really like manage a lot of stuff because we have kind of four businesses nowadays, so I don't have a lot of time and I want to move there properly. So we decided to make this little short video, and I understand that it's like really imperfect because the montage is imperfect, there are a lot of things that you still need to manage, and so it will be a long way, but I feel like there is a challenge because in photography what I don't like. Hello Alex, nice to meet you. Well, I laugh on like let me finish the part with the cosplay video, and then I'll move to your question because Alex asked for my English subscribers. I want to translate. He's asking what I think about like sexualized cosplay when there are like a lot of like showing like nude body, and I like what do I think about that? So give me a moment. I'll finish this video. So, but I feel a challenge in video because in photography I have a feeling that like every time I post my new works, I try to manage less and less and less of post-production. So I try to manage like to see, to hear, to make it more and more realistic, like but quality realistic. I don't like okay, we made it on phone and it looks genius, but I don't like that. So we try to manage something interesting, we try to find some places, we try to find some new decision, like we can rent animals, we can go to new locations like Avon Bridge or something like that. And but people think that like it's all dedicated to post-production, and like I have a feeling that we need to post video for showing up. That's not a post production. That's about like people that we put a lot of effort to make it good in real life. But I can imagine that that's why I want to move to video, because in video don't have so like the using of post production in video is not as popular now, so you can make it really well. So you can manage something more interesting, and it's more difficult, more complicated. For example, in many video I see that people like that like what I do on video. I do some stuff like that. Boxy. And then the next thing. That's my trouble. I always have my mouth open. Uh, uh, uh. So that's a challenge, and that's why I want to move to like I'm not sure about YouTube, but I'm sure that I will move to video now. So talking now about question of Alex. Basically, I love fan service cosplay. Like firstly, that won't be honest to tell that like oh my god, I'm so Puritan, I never do sexy cosplays. It's not true at all. Like I did Queen of Pain, I did like I don't know, I did like Bunny Overwatch. And basically as a viewer I like quality sexy cosplay, because I remember the time when cosplayers were super afraid to make anything like just a bit sexy. because they're like, oh my god, what you're doing? But everyone like, and everyone wore pretend to cosplay boys. Like I do a male cosplay too. So I like when it's quality, when it's really nice. So I hope this will be fine. So I like when the cosplay is quite quality. And I like sexy cosplay. I don't like that people think that mostly all cosplay is sexy cosplay. That like there is no boobs, so go away. I'm not happy about that part. Really, for being honest, really, I'm not happy at all, because like cosplay is about differences. Because for me, like making music video, what like my dream, what I plan to do is do like music video with my own songs. So I want to stay a cosplayer. Like I want to like to be called a cosplayer. Yes, I'm a cosplayer who sings. What's the trouble? Like Tracy Hines sings too, and she sings so awesome. She does so cool clips. So, like, she's not a cosplayer. I think she is. Like, for me, she is actually. And I think the things will change, and they are changing now. I think that can be a bit troubling because I don't have dynamics here. I have just headphones. I'll try to do something with that. Just give me a moment. I will do like this, and then I will do like, I can show you up some in progresses. So yeah, I like sexy cosplay, but I don't like that people think that all cosplay is about sexy. That's why I decided to switch off Patreon, because I want to make a big video about it. I want to make a big video about Patreon, why I used to like kit it up, because few times what already happened, like for example, like I don't think this problem of cosplayers. I actually love so much, like for example, Alice, like I love her fan service treaty. It's so like because like being sexy is so cool. Like it's so great that we're living in time when people can be sexy and never be afraid for, you know, like, oh my god, she's doing sexy cosplay, she looks sexy, that's so disgusting. No way, dudes. We have sex in our life. Oh my goodness. What's insane? And I'm really glad that like things changing, and there are girls like girls that are not afraid. For example, Lada Lumas. She's do so awesome new stuff. Like she's like, oh my goodness. Like it's like she puts so much effort into her photo shoots. Even if she's naked, it's not like, look, I'm naked. It's like about something. They bring something interesting and new here. Same about Jessica Nigri, and same about like many other cosplayers, because looks so hot, so cool. So, but the problem is that other cosplays, they don't promote themselves. Sex can be easily promoted, that's true. But otherwise, you have to promote yourself. Even if you are not doing sexy cosplay. What was happened to Russian fandoms a few years ago? So Russian cosplay community was so close, so we were just, oh my god, doing cosplay here in my little community, no one will know about us. And then suddenly, what happened? There was a public, very cool public, which I actually think like made a lot for a cosplay community. Sexy geek girls cosplay. What they started to do, they started to publish cosplayers and manage their names, manage them, mention them. Because earlier, like administrators, they were like, okay, it's night cosplay, I'll grab it up. Who is the name of creator? I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. And Arthur, he started to post, to mention people, to help them promote. Like, you give me content, so I'll help you with promotion. And the problem is that cosplayers didn't realize, me too, I've got in the same trouble. We're thinking just like, okay, so now we need to make just sexy cosplay, nothing more. But we still didn't promote ourselves. Like, and for nowadays, like sexy cosplay can be easily promoted, but otherwise you don't have to sit on place and like, I'm so beautiful. I need to sit and wait the moment till someone will produce me. That's not how things works at all. That's not how it works. You have to promote yourself. You have to find the ways. You have to like to evolve. Otherwise, if you won't gain feedback, you will like abandon that. I will try to manage something. Okay, so I'll manage some music up. Ah, just no problem. Alex, you can send me it in PM everywhere, just like no matter where. In YouTube, in Facebook, in Instagram, I'll check it up. So give me a moment. Nope, no way. Um, I will try to manage some music. I hope that will. No, no, no way. I'm sorry, but that doesn't work. Uh, damn. Yes, I'm sure. Yep, everything still works. Alex, you can send it to me, but like, I think the problem is that other cosplayers don't promote themselves. But for example, things are changing already. Because for example, here is a good example: Alice and Tabitha. And the trend actually about cosplay, people start to understand that cosplay can be what can be cosplay is full transformation. Like you transform yourself. Like that's why I think, like for example, my alloy cosplay, I really like it. I like to wear it. Thank you very much, Throne. Thank you, Throne. Throne. I hope I read it right. And what the problem is that sorry, yeah, with the like cosplay, why I don't feel any challenge here, and I feel challenged with Triss, and they continue to do this no matter what, and I feel so stupid with about that. Okay, so here we go, and yeah, and about Eloy, like oh, I already look like her. There is no challenge to do this cosplay at all. Okay, I'll manage them like this now, and then I'll possibly fix it up. And cosplay is about transformation. Good example is Tabitha, because she transformed herself so like insane. Cool. Yep. I'm sorry. Okay. And people understand that now cosplay is like this. Mm-hmm. I think I have this now the same trouble as many other cosplayers. I don't know where I should put on Lily. I highly recommend never cut this part on your mannequin. Otherwise, my head is much bigger than mannequin head, and then you can have some troubles because you will cut it much shorter than you need. But anyway, I love you, Aleftina. You are really nice, Triss. Possibly better than me. Oh, oh yeah. Then I have a feeling that I deleted my goals, all my goals. Yep. I have a strange feeling that, just give me a moment. Oh, Ferrari. Yeah. This one, for example, was cut on myself. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so Alice, for being honest, where I find my like my hats, what I recommend you to do. Original, this has young hat stylers, they buy them for, you know, for cutting it up and for studying how to do this or that or this. And after that, they just throw away these hats. So what I recommend you to do, to go any academy of hairstyling and to ask, hello, I will need your like finished hats. Can you give me some, please? And if you will have any of them, like feel free to give me. I can buy it properly for $5-10. For them, it will be absolutely okay because they have no interest in this part. Like when the main part is cut it off, they don't use it anymore. The only thing that I think you will be able to buy is this part. Also, I bought few hats on Taobao. Yes, on Taobao, but I have them in apartment. Yep. Thank you, Azusa. It's a bit like funny, but thank you. And about Tracer, thank you so much, Alice. Like, thank you. I was really like, I had a lot of doubts about my Tracer because, like, I want to do her one more time, but not her original skins. I want to manage her, like, you know, just give me a moment. I'll try to remember it. Like, I want to make an original design based on some steampunk or something like that. Like, for example, as Hannah Alexandra did. Possibly I'll make this skin because, like, let's be honest, I don't have as perfect legs as Tracer. I don't have so long legs. Even if I will be in good form, in good shape, which, like, basically I am now, it won't be as great. So I don't think this actually will be a good idea. And so yeah, hats can be easily bought somewhere. Throne, yes. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for coming here. I hope it's not our last streaming, and I hope that like everything will be fine. And just give me a moment. I'll finish something before I will continue my week. Oppa. Yep. 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 Just give me a moment. I'll manage something. I'm so sorry, but there are just a little company and community feels so comfortable. So I'll try to manage it just online. Like, you know, I feel so afraid early on Twitch when I was managing to do something like that. Yep. So here we go. That looks now a bit better. I hope so. Yep. I can sing by need. Like, I don't have my microphone, this one. I have this one with webcam, so I can try to sing. Yeah, but like, yeah, but this is magic of photography. But I just wanted to use Tracer in real life on conventions too. I really like that, so I managed something original. So I have a question from Thrawn, and I'll manage to answer it because it's kind of important. He was asking me about the challenge that I plan to do, and as I told earlier, for me, challenge is about like singing and making my music video. Because originally making the stuff that I'd like I wanted to make a live action music video for Triss song. But we managed that it will cost about $10,000, and we're like, no, no, just nope. And I realized that I sing in Russian, and people won't understand that it will, like, basically, it will go by that way. So yeah, it's yeah, for me, challenge now is about making some new video, some new stuff, something like that. Please don't touch it. Yeah, just kind of, yeah, no. Yeah, Alice, yeah, but people usually, what people think about me. I tried like, oh, they think that I'm stupid. I don't know why. At times it was funny because when I was coming to some, you know, appointments, people tell me, why you came to appointment? You are just a model. I told like, I'm not a model, dude. I'm a business owner. Like, I'm a creative director and head designer. What do you want from me? That's what people think about me. But I can understand them. Sometimes I can be really dumb girl. As about singing, let me finish my eating and I'll sing a bit for you. I'm not singing, I'm just preparing. and try to find something that I can fix easily my wig. Actually, I'm thinking about like the streaming is really nice because you can speak with people and get easily their feedback, and your community like it's but and you can get really involved into your community. What I want to build now. What about the other challenges about building community? Car la jour que nous appelons, nous avons encore clarté, que s'éveillons sous son alors, la lettresse et la beauté, et la jour qu'en nous prenons plat, nous savons en liste high. Oh la 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 la. Yeah, so that's like what I remember. What I'm studying now Colors of the Wind. Yeah, if you want, I can sing a bit for you. Like, my teacher tells me that I don't have to sing until it will be perfect, but I think the times are changing. People have to see the imperfectness of other people. Because, like, you know, the time of perfect Instagram girls, they are going somewhere. Just somewhere. Times are changing. Throne, for being honest, I don't remember, but it was much like it was different. Yeah, I think people can be interested, but for that I need to build my company and to let people know that I'm not only a cosplayer, but I'm a singer. For example, just give me a moment, I'll drink something. I don't have music with me, so I'm totally excused for that, but you think I am ignorant savage, and you've been so many places, I guess it must be so, but still I cannot see if the savage one is me. How can there be so much that you don't know? You don't know. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of the stranger, you learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn's moon? Or ask the gleaming bobcat why he screams? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Like, yeah. I like to sing a lot. Like, for me, singing is some kind of meditation. So I'm doing that for just having like healthy here. And many artists I've gotten nervous, you know, like when you always need to manage something, you can't stop. You always feel like, oh, I need to do something. I forgot this. I forgot that. Many people, like, for nowadays, they have it. So for me, it was some kind of healing. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. Look at me, I will never pass as a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be that I meant to play this part? Now I see that if I will truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart. Like, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. I know in French what I know. Let me guess. Let me fix it and I'll try to. Elle sort son lit, tellement sur terre, la scène, la scène, la scène. En a le tune, senta le ser, la scène, la scène, la scène, tellement jolie, la lune est sur la scène, la scène, la scène. Tu n'es pas sous, Paris est sous la scène, la scène, la scène. Je ne sais, ne sais pas pourquoi, c'est comme ça, c'est de moi. Je ne sais, ne sais pas pourquoi, on est comme ça, la scène et moi. And the second part is like tellement sur l'île, la lune est sur la scène, la scène, la scène. Tu n'es pas sous, Paris est sous la scène, la scène, la scène. Je ne sais, ne sais pas pourquoi on est comme ça, c'est de moi. Je ne sais, ne sais pas pourquoi on est comme ça, la scène et moi. Yeah, for being honest, I think I think it's perfect now. I need to study still a lot, but I think that everything will come with practice, because I like to resonate, you know, like, because on Shternashi I was thinking really nice because I was heavily prepared for that. Yeah, about comments, like, I read all comments, I understand everything, but I answer in English because otherwise I plan to move like all my social network into English. I'm really sorry, dudes, but I understand that I can manage everything. So I decided to make this choice and to move strictly like the English created content. I think that almost all my subscribers, they know English and they can translate it easily. Oh yeah, so here we go. Yeah. So I think with that we will build a bit just like half an hour more, and then yeah, and then I think we'll manage something new there. I like to sing basically a lot, but yeah, I think that I will need more practice. So what I want to watch now is that about this part. My grandmother, I always had some great troubles with her because she was always like, "You're always too messy with your hair." Like, you know, like my family it's used a lot to Merida. Why I decided to cosplay her, because it was so about our family. Because my mother, she's very cool woman. I'm really proud to be her daughter, and I think that I took many parts from her originally. This way. But otherwise, it happened all the time. Why you're using not okay clothing? Your hair looks so messy. Do something with that. Like, my mother loves me, and we spend a lot of time together. But this part is like, I'm like, Marita, princess, don't put their bows on the table. And we managed to do the same, because when I was cosplaying Marita, or even Aloy, like 2 weeks ago, like a week ago, where Joanna just presented it. No, 2 weeks ago. No, 2 weeks ago. She was like, "Why did you put your bow on the table?" And was like, "Mama, I need to go now and manage everything because we depart in 2 hours, and I need to make the shoes on our backyard before we will depart, and edit them and pose them." And she was like, "No, that's not how girls do this stuff. You have to be more accurate. You have to do this more accurate." And I was, yeah, that's all the time like this. Like, yeah, so yeah, I really like the part. And yeah, I totally forgot that we need to manage some quiz, guys. So what do you want? Do you want to play some quiz now? Or you want to play it next time? For example, I will manage all attention just to quiz, and we will do that. For example, we will do some quiz about creation stuff, because nowadays it was just like Q&A, speaking club, something like that. Yeah. I'm not sure that I'm doing it the best way that I wanted to. Like, I have no idea how women originally do that. And I'm afraid I have a feeling that I will need to do this on Virgil's hat. Like, all cosplayer, like, all husbands and boyfriend of cosplayers, they know that part. You know, when, like, she's like, oh, babe, I will need your hat to manage everything. And he's like, fuck, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. Yeah, I have a feeling that I will need to remake it on someone's head. The same as this one. I forgot one more time how to do that. Yeah, I can. Like about thinking 14. Like Thrawn talking about like yeah, about I will yeah, like firstly about costuming. Like we have now our studio, so nowadays for saving the time, like we do the teamwork. So I hope that next week I will release you our creation of costumes for Shadowverse for Parish Game Week because it was very important project. I was really like that was so important for me, and you will see how usually things happens because we usually work together with big team, and also we do partnership rarely, so I mentioned everyone by like if we do partnership cosplay. But yes, I tell all the people that it's very important to remember that this is a big teamwork. So I think like if I will move to some like costume competition, for example, I will be able to do this by myself. But for being honest, for nowadays I don't like have a feeling that I want to move in the costume competition. I don't think that like this is the part that I can do the best in my life. There is something more and more interesting. Strawn, thank you very much for letting me know. So the next one is about 14 and like, uh, yes, I can try. Why not? I can try. Like I think it's a big like a little quantity of people. It's really like nice community. Even if I will fail, you will support me, guys. I hope for that. You won't like post. Oh my God! Look, your voice is so imperfect. Blah 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 blah. Like you know how this happens usually. Okay, so 14. Do you know that I already have finished English version? Okay, give me a moment. Здравствуй, моя милая, как твои дела? Вижу, платье новое ты подобрала. Воротник высокий, ну а юбка в пол. Что же ты скрываешь за своим лицом? 14, шагаю следом я за проклятым числом. 14, взовьется пепел лишь над Соденским холмом. 14, я свои шрамы скрою тканью колдовством. 14, могильный камень я имею, будучи живой. And I think I have some second part in English. Greetings to you, sweetheart. How may you come? See, you've not been buried within walls of town. You've become a wizard, and my wolf is here. But why do you sign all the time, my dear? 14, I fight cowardice now, being unequal. 14, and now every sin will dissipate at all. 14, harsh shudder of lilac, I feel all time with you. 14, her sake I gonna settle down and bloom. Yep, Joshua, yep, so I'm reading. Thank you. That was some kind of just the lucky part. Like thank you very much. But yeah, that was a lucky part about Aloy. I don't think that like it's some kind of the hard work about transformation. So I hope that like so yeah, like but due to this, what I want to do, I want to study this winter a bit of stunts and to show up some, cool stuff, do cool tricks about alloy, and make some cool music video, go to Chernobyl and manage everything as perfectly as possible. And yeah, spend $1,000 and have no idea how you can monetize it. It looks like beautiful kakuya. So yeah, it's a bit very difficult questions because I think that originally like art performing has to be like work. So when like what I want to do, like my actually like my idol now is Lindsay Sterling, because I am looking now to all her videos, all the stuff that she does. Yes, originally she's a musician, she's not a songwriter, and she's not a singer, but she does so cool stuff. I want to do something same because but I don't like this part. It looks so dope. So I try to. No, I don't like this. Yep, I think that I will like fix it up like this now. Things happen. Well, like I don't think so, but the hat is too little, so I don't risk to put it on like it has to be. I think that I'll do it in the evening. What I usually do, I put this on Virgil and tell Bay, just don't move for a few hours, and because tomorrow I'll have some kind of the shooting, and I want to manage everything perfectly. Yeah, so this is the part. I'm just thinking now that like I need to. So yeah, and I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I mostly like that people think that I'm really Petas person. Petas, like I'm. Yeah, like I can imagine why people think about me like this, because like I can be quite serious when things go about work, but yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid that it will be like, yeah, I realize what the mistake is. So I need to remove now all the parts. Yeah, I will need to do this on my own head. That's actually what I had about wig. Well, I can do that original, but I will need to go out and put it on like near a mirror to put on the wig cape. But I think I can try on it. Because I will need Virgil's help, like his hat, for doing this stuff really well done. Because I realized that like I need to put this stuff a bit higher. That sounds really weird. Many girls they do this like this part, but yes, I can try to put it on now as it is. Like this one is like that's not difficult at all. Because even my braids are done, so I can do this easily. For nowadays I don't have so many hair, so it's not really difficult. But I won't like I'll turn on my OBS studio. This curse alone have yet for your tender call and rest to bind our floor. So yeah, you can see now it's unfinished. So let's go really easy. You can see now I need to cut a bit this part too. I will do this myself tomorrow. So I'll fix. Oh my god. I will fix this part. Also, with help of Munka, I've got this part too, because, yeah, yep. Yeah, so here it goes like this. But it's unfinished, you can see easily, like there are a lot of parts that I need to finish still, like this part, like a lot of work. I also need to add some volume here, like this one, here and here. So, but I will need Virgil's head for that, because there are a lot of stuffs that can be managed on someone's head. I'm not sure that I will do it properly now. Помогите. Yes, that can actually take a lot. Brilliant. Yeah, and tomorrow I'll spend a lot of time on makeup. Or I can go like this. I think it's perfect. Like, you know, like in medieval age. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Zeus. So I'm finishing, I think, in like 10 minutes. So, like, guys, if there are some dudes, so let's do some really fast quiz. Oh, помогите. But this wig is super comfy. I really highly recommend to use them. And yeah, I will manage this a bit later. Perfect. Yeah, I hate wig styling like some this time. Yeah. So yeah, let's do a really fast quiz. And give me a moment. I'll open my broadcast. So, okay, here's my quiz. I think that we can do a really fast quiz for all who can be interested in that. What is the deal? So, I'll ask you a few questions, like about any parts, and the stuff like the dudes that like will win this prize, they will get some souvenirs that I've got during my trips. For example, I have Demon Hunters, like, give me a moment. Like, yeah, I have this part from my from last year Gamescom. Yeah, so, like, for example, I have this part. You can just, like, make it look more giant. Yes, so this plastic part. Also, I have some kind of the prop parts, belts. Also, I have something more interesting. I have some print Polaroid bracelets, a lot of different stuff that I win during different Gamescoms. And also I have these plushy babes. So if you want, we can do some really fast and short quiz. If just one person will write yes, I will do that. I'm thinking about that, but I'm not really sure because because we are planning to go to different countries now. Like, I will try, but I can guarantee that you understand that. Hopefully you can understand me about this part. Yeah, so yeah, if someone will write yes, we'll do that. If not, okay, so we'll manage it till next time. Yeah. Okay, so like Deuce, you're asking me to do this next time? No problems. Yeah, I feel so sad because I want to do this all the time, but people usually don't like to they don't like quizzes, so I'm thinking maybe it's better to do giveaways or do that in video. So I plan to manage video during next week. I think it can be possibly about different stuff. I think it will be about Paris Game Week, how our costumes were created. Like, basically, I think how Virgil costume was created, because my own, it was created so rushed, and like with the only stuff that I have is like mobile photo where my hands are totally like yeah, it's so colored. I'm glad that I had gloves during the convention. Yep, almost. Yay! Left side moves management. It has to be. Okay, so I think that like we'll finish in the next 5 minutes. Thank you for coming, Deuce. I really highly appreciate that. Thank you very much for like not keeping me up with my imperfect English, and I really hope that like you will join my next streaming. I hope that you will help me about like my next creations. If you have any idea about just streaming, for example, what I can stream, because I don't like to stream games. I think that I want to like have rest when I play games. But otherwise, what else? Like any creation stuff, any creation project, yes. Yeah, I just wrote about quiz, but people like ignores it. I will think about how to like manage it. So yeah, what I'm thinking now. Yeah, so this kind of all. We have 2 minutes more. So like, hey, come here. She has a beautiful face. Yeah, thank you very much for coming here, for joining my stream. I'm really glad that you came here, and I hope that's not our last streaming. I hope that there will be much more, and like I wish you a nice week, and I wish you that like have ignore over all the haters, all the bad weather, all the problems. Be happy. Yeah, thank you to all my Russian youth who were like just like who were fine with my checking up to English, with switching to English. And thank you for everything. But I also can tell like feel free to ask me any questions about that. Feel free to propose any topics. I think that I will post some polls in Instagram or in Facebook. What video I'd like to do next. So because your feedback is everything for me. And don't forget to subscribe, to put likes, all of the parts. And yeah, thank you for everything. Thank you. Just bye.